Alright, good day and welcome. I'm Mr. Simons. This lesson we're factorizing cubic equations using factor theorem. I'll show you all three methods. You'll decide which one is best. Very important to know this. Without being able to factorize, we can't find the x-intercepts for a function. Right, so factorize 2x cubed minus 9x squared plus 7x plus 6. As you can see, it's x cubed, so we're factorizing a cubic expression. Alright. Now my linear factors of 6 divided by 1, 6 can divide in 2 with no remainder, into 3 and into 6. For linear factors, we just take plus or minus 1, 2, 3, 6, etc. The values that divide in there without remainder. Now if I test F1, 2 times 1 cubed minus 9 1 squared plus 7 times 1 plus 6 equals 6. It has the remainder of 6. Test minus 1. Substitute in there. Minus 1 cubed minus 1 squared plus 7 plus 6. That equal negative 12. Right, you can pause and calculate for yourself. Right, not equal to 0. If I go to the next linear factor, if I substitute in 2 cubed minus 9 times 2 squared plus 7 2 plus 6. That gives me 8, 16 minus 36 plus 14 plus 6 equal 0. So therefore I can say x minus 2 is a factor, because when I substitute 2 in, it gives me 0. So I can factorize the rest of the expression because I have the first factor. So to factorize a cubic equation, we must always first get the first factor. And now I'm going to look at all three different methods to factorize. Right, so method 1, by means of inspection, we have 2x cubed minus 9x squared plus 7x plus 6. We know now that x minus 2 is a factor. We have to get 3 terms for the second part. So to get the value a, right, we want to know x times what would give me 2x cubed. Right, so in short, I'm just saying 2x cubed divided by x, and that gives me 2x squared. So a there is 2x squared. B, minus 9x squared. Right, and here if I multiply minus 2 times the 2x squared, I have 4x squared. So negative 4x squared, how many x squareds do I need to get to negative 9x squared? So in short, it's minus 9x squared minus 2a. Right? So yeah, minus 2 times 2x squared. There, 4x squared. So I assume you know minus 2 times the 2x squared we got there gives me 4x squared. That minus 9x divided by 4x squared would give me minus 5x squared divided by x. So b there is minus 5x. And for c, it's simply the 6 divided by the negative 2, which then gives me negative 3. So in short, just to show you what I've done, x times 2x cubed gives me 2x cubed. Alright, minus 2 times 2x squared gives me minus 4x squared. X times minus 5x gives me minus 5x squared. Minus 5x squared minus 4x squared gives me minus 9x squared. Right? Minus 2 times negative 3 would give me positive 6. And there the 7x I'm not still worried about, but if we multiply out, we'll have 7x. If we factorize this now further, 2x squared can only be 2x times x because 2 is a prime number. Then negative 3 times 1 gives me negative 3. But 1x minus 6x then gives me minus 5x. And therefore I finished factorizing by means of inspection. Now a lot of learners don't like to factorize this way. So we have synthetic division, or what they refer to as the reverse L method. Right, so by means of the reverse L method, I have 2x cubed minus 9x squared plus 7x plus 6. So say also called synthetic division. So I have x minus 2, a plus b plus c. So x minus 2, if I simplify, would give me 2. If I carry the values from the equation or expression given to me down, 2, negative 9, 7, and positive 6. So first I carry 2 down. You following? So 2 stays 2. 2 times 2. 2 times 2 gives me 4. Right? So 2 times 2, 4. 4 minus 9 gives me minus 5. Right? 2 times negative 5 gives me negative 10. Negative 10 plus 7 would give me negative 3. And 2 times negative 3 gives me negative 6. Negative 6 plus 6 then gives me 0. Right, so if you don't get 0 here, you've done something wrong. But as you can see now, I've completed my factorization. I have x minus 2, and that becomes 2x squared minus 5x minus 3. So 2x squared minus 5x minus 3. I factorize further. 2x times x minus 3 times 1, 1x minus 6x gives me minus 5x. Right, so that's via synthetic division, one of the learner's favorite ways of factorizing a cubic equation. Right, and there's still old school long. Right, now by means of long division, we have fx equation. By now you know. We know that x minus 2 is a factor, or in this case the divisor. So x minus 2 bracket 2x cubed minus 9x squared plus 7x plus 6. Alright, so x times what would give me 2x cubed? X times 2x squared. My apologies. So 2x squared times x would give me 2x cubed. Right, 2x squared times negative 2 gives me negative 4x squared. Very important, we say 2x cubed minus 2x cubed, which gives me 0. So therefore this becomes minus 9x squared minus 4x squared. So minus 9 plus 4x squared would then give me minus 5x squared. Carry 7x down, carry 6 down. Right, now x times what would give me minus 5x squared? Minus 5x times x would give me minus 5x squared. So minus 5x times x minus 5x squared minus 5x times negative 2 gives me positive 10x. Negative 5x minus 5x becomes 0. 7x minus 10x would give me minus 3x. Carry 6 down. X times negative 3 would give me negative 3x. So negative 3 times x, negative 3x. Negative 3 times negative 2, positive 6. And there if we subtract, final answer 0. So I'm left with x minus 2. 2x squared minus 5x minus 3. And if I factorize 2x times x to get 2x squared, positive 1 times negative 3, negative 3, 1x minus 6x, if I multiply, gives me minus 5x. So if you're enjoying the lesson so far, please like, share, and subscribe. Let's look at the second example, just to make sure you get used to the methods. Alright, now here in the second problem, they've given us fx equal x cubed minus 12x minus 16. Take note, no x squared given, so x squared is 0, right? So don't get caught out with that. Right, linear factors of negative 16, right, plus minus 1 can divide in there, plus minus 2, plus minus 4, 8, and 16. So if I go through the list, we expect you to do this on your calculator. But if I punch in negative 2 cubed minus 12, negative 2 minus 16, gives me negative 8, plus 24 minus 16, that gives me 0. Therefore, x plus 2 is a factor. Right? So now that I know x plus 2 is a factor, now I need to factorize further. Right, so by inspection, x plus 2, x times what would give me x cubed? X times x squared would give me x cubed, or I say x cubed divided by x gives me x squared. For the value of b, I have 0x squared, so take note 2 times the x squared there would give me 2x squared. So to get rid of that, minus 2x squared divided by x would give me minus 2x. So minus 2x in the place of b times x would give me negative 2x squared, plus 2x squared gives me the 0x squared. For c, 2 times negative 8 would give me negative 16. So if I factorize, x plus 2, x squared minus 2x minus 8. If I factorize further, x times x gives me x squared. Negative 4 times 2 gives me negative 8. But minus 4x plus 2x gives me negative 2x. Therefore, my factors x plus 2 equal to 0, x equal negative 2, or x equal 4. Right, let's look at reverse element, synthetic division. So there again, I have x cubed minus 12x minus 16. I'm dividing by x plus 2, so plus 2 goes in as negative 2. There I have 1 for x cubed. For x squared, it's 0. For x minus 12 and negative 16. So I must still include the x squared. Don't get caught out. So first carry the 1 down. Minus 2 times 1 gives me negative 2. Negative 2 plus 0 gives me negative 2. Negative 2 times negative 2 gives me positive 4. 4 minus 12 gives me negative 8. Negative 2 times negative 8 give me positive 16. 16 minus 16 gives me 0. So as soon as that last part becomes 0, I know this part I've done correctly. That doesn't equal to 0, then you've made an error, either by substituting positive 2 instead of negative 2, or you forgot to write the 0. So therefore f of x equal x plus 2, 1x squared, right, minus 2x minus 8. Factorize further, x times x, x squared, minus 4 times 2, negative 8, minus 4x plus 2x gives me minus 2x. Therefore, x equal negative 2 or x equal 4. So if you're enjoying the lesson so far, please like, share, and subscribe.